I could say that if this was on a sandwich, I would fool quite a bit of you. I'll tell you that right now. So I've been on the plant-based bacon journey for quite a while now, and honestly I thought I was done, but I guess I'm not. I've made bacon from coconuts, soy skin, from rice paper, banana peels. I don't even know how many things I've made it from, but today I came across something that I realized would make a great bacon substitute, and I don't know why I haven't thought of it before. And honestly, with a little bit of internet research, it doesn't look like anybody else has either. Today, we're gonna be making bacon from a radish, the Daikon radish. Now, daikon is commonly used in like crispy salads, pickled daikon and carrot is on the banh mi, and it's even like roasted into little cubes. They believe in Korean cooking. So I will say that you probably are not going to find a daikon radish this big. Any daikon, even the ones that are carrot size, will work. This is just what I find in my Asian grocery stores. So the first thing that I want to do with this daikon is I want to clean it up and remove this outer skin just using a peeler. I don't want to waste this whole daikon because I know I'm not going to use it all, so I'm just going to cut it down to what I need. This is about the size that I need to make this, just bacon size. The daikon itself is pretty soft. If you press down pretty hard using your peeler, you can get some thicker strips about the size that you would want for like bacon. But as this goes, we're not going to keep turning around. We're just going to keep going over the same spot, which will give us the wider strips that we want. And it's really neat. I mean, this has some really cool marbling in it, and it's just very fibrous, but then also kind of dense. It's a cool root vegetable. And you can see how many strips we're getting from that one piece of daikon. I mean, just a ton. Probably not gonna end up using all of this, but it's also coming out really well, exactly what I want. Now for the next step, we wanna get a lot of the moisture out. Now, this daikon, this radish is particularly pretty wet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lay a layer on a paper towel and lay them out pretty evenly. And then I'm gonna use some coarse salt. This is a kosher salt. Any coarse salt will do. We're just trying to help some of the moisture get pulled out. Now, don't worry, don't feel like you're using a ton of salt. This is gonna get wiped off at the end. This is just gonna kind of help draw out a lot of the moisture and kind of tender these guys up quite a bit. Just gonna do another layer of the paper towels and then more of the daikon. So now we're just gonna let these guys hang out for about 10-15 minutes, let the salt work their magic and pull out a lot of that moisture. While we're waiting for the daikon, we can get the bacon seasoning rolling. It's the same bacon seasoning that I've used in most of the episodes before. We're adding one addition to this because I've used it in the past and I stopped using it because of comments, but I'll tell you, it works and it tastes good. You can leave a comment and all the stuff that you want, but we're gonna be adding some MSG to this recipe. You don't have to add MSG. You can add nutritional yeast, that works, but this really helps bring out some of these flavors. I'll leave the full recipe for the bacon seasoning in the description below. So you just need some soy sauce, quite a bit, liquid smoke, maple syrup. I'm gonna do a little extra maple syrup. For the seasonings, we have some garlic powder, smoked paprika, pinch of MSG, and a lightly flavored oil. Now you're just gonna wanna whisk this pretty well to make sure it's really well combined because you are mixing the soy sauce with some oils. Let's give it a taste and see if we got the magic right. I mean, every time I make this, it gets better and better. So all we're gonna wanna do is just wipe down the daikon, but just wipe it down, make sure you don't have a lot of residual salt, otherwise this will be very salty. And then all we need to do is just place each strip in the sauce. And so we're just gonna make sure everything is nicely coated. So I'm gonna let these guys hang out in the bacon seasoning sauce for about the next 15 minutes, about halfway through, so 5 to 10 minutes in. I'm gonna kind of just stir it up, just make sure that they're all nicely coated and they're all marinating really well together. I'm so stoked for this. It's gonna be so good. The best bacon one yet. So for the next step, we're gonna fry them. Now, I'm just gonna use a little bit of that same oil. You can use a vegetable oil or any sort of light oil that you want. Don't need a whole lot, but I do want to get the pan up to about a nice medium heat. All we're gonna do is just fry these guys up a few at a time. Like I said, try to keep the heat at around a medium heat, and they should sizzle up really nicely. Now, these shouldn't take that long, and they do kind of curl up just like bacon would. Oh, that's perfect. And you do have to keep them in longer than what you think, maybe a few minutes on each side. So some of these we're turning just a few times. You definitely want to make sure that you keep enough oil in the pan to make sure that these have enough room to sizzle and simmer in there, in that oil. And there we go. That is our first piece of Daikon bacon. Now, you do also wanna make sure that they sit on a nice paper towel, get some of the oil off, let them kind of at least dry up, and they're gonna crisp up while they're sitting here. And I'll tell you, these look insane. They look amazing. It kind of blows my mind a little bit. I mean, this is a good piece. Now, I'm telling you guys, this is crispy here on the edge and soft up here, just like a piece of bacon would be. I mean, listen. The texture is right there. The flavor is right there. This is the king of plant-based bacons. This is the winner. This is the winner. This might be the end of it. Let me know if you guys want me to make any more of these, but I'm gonna tell you, I want you all to try this. Try this. Make sure you try this and leave a comment. Let me know. It's everything that you'd want in a bacon. It's better than the mushroom bacon. It's better than the soy skin bacon, and that was pretty good. Has a lot of the same qualities of the soy skin bacon, but this beat it. Radish bacon, you have just stole my heart. This needs to be shared far and wide. Veg community, put this on every veg and vegan board. Everybody, if you want to eat less bacon, share this everywhere, because this needs to be the next plant-based bacon that is everywhere. Restaurants need to be doing this. Everybody needs to be doing this. This is the next plant-based bacon. I'm so excited about it. Everything that I've learned so far in all of the past bacon videos has led me here today. Led me here today. And again, I really want to thank Skillshare for sponsoring this video. They are so awesome. Thanks for having me do this today. Whether you want to fuel your curiosity, your creativity, or even your career, Skillshare is the perfect place to keep you learning and thriving. And remember, Skillshare is incredibly affordable, especially when compared to pricey in-person classes and workshops. An annual subscription is less than $10 a month. Let me know what classes you're gonna choose. I would love to hear what else you wanna learn. I think it's really cool to try something new all the time. Hey, gang, everybody that's scrolling over here on the side, those are the people that joined me from the Sauce Squad over at patreon.com/SauceStache. I love my patrons. Thanks so much for being here. You guys are really awesome. And click the subscribe button and click this video right here. This is another one of my bacon videos. You won't need them because this is the best one though, I'll be honest. Wow.